people. It's cool being here.
Hell yeah.
It's not like a bunch of cliques. We're all the same.
It's all one big family, man. That's how I see it.
Yeah, one town, one team, man.
Yeah.
One town, one team.
You know, there's a few people here that this is their first carnival, so that's pretty cool. Well, Austin Ruel, it's his first carnival.
Oh, no shit, though, yeah.
Rowan Magenis, you know, it's her first carnival.
Where's she at?
She's right next to my booth.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a beast, bro.
Rowan.
Yeah.
No, I need to go over and say what's up. Bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I'm
getting...
Have you seen her and stuff?
No.
Oh, bro, I'm telling
maybe
you.
maybe on Insta.
Oh, dude, you gotta.
But
her shit will blow you away.
But I don't know what anybody looks like unless we've been at a show together and like.
You know what she looks like?
No.
A librarian.
Does she?
Yeah.
I love that for us. That's safe.
She looks like a librarian. That's what she looks like.
How do you spell your name, bud? Is it E-R-N-I-E?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty, like, I've seen your name 100 times. Sometimes I lose it. Okay. And we are. You're live.
What's going on, tattoo people?
Are we live?
I think we're live.
We're live.
Ernie, my man.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you're here. So I got some questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. So a lot of people might have heard me talk about Ernie or heard our circle talk about Ernie.
Okay.
Ernie.
I didn't know I was talked about, but
you
cool.
are famous.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So who's like one of the most published photographers for Ink magazine between what year? 05 and 2016?
I mean, I started shooting for the industry in 2009. Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the most publications is my mentor, Billy Tinney.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
he started Tattoo Magazine, was in industry for years. He did Easy Rider, and he did plenty of bike shows and all that. So yeah. I was lucky enough to be under his wing, man.
And now we're all lucky enough to be under your wing. So so he did Inked Magazine.
Well, no.
Rider?
No.
Or Easy Rider.
Yeah, Easy Rider. Billy Tinney was part of Paisano Publication, which was Easy Rider, Tattoo Magazine, the original Tattoo Magazine, Savage, Flash.
Okay.
And there was one more. I think later on became like Ink Fashion or something like that. But
gotcha.
That one didn't last much longer. But the main three were Tattoo, Tattoo Flash, and Easy Rider.
Yeah. That's super cool. And yours?
My photography. So I was mostly independent photographer. So my photography is inked photography.
Inked photography.
So I've been probably published in. I mean, I've shot for Tattoo Media Inc., which is Tattoo Review.
Yup.
Tattoos for Men, Tattoos for Women, Skin Art
Mag.
Taboo.
Tattoo Collectors.
I had just had a spread up in Taboo with Anna.
Outlaw Biker.
Yeah, Outlaw Biker. And I've been published in Central America and the UK. And so
that's some big shit, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's super cool. Yeah. So how many publications do you think you've been in?
Oh shit!
Every one of them.
I mean, I've been in a lot, bro.
Thousands, right? Thousands?
It's hard to count.
At least 1,000.
I mean, I have freaking tubs full of magazines of that I'm in.
That's amazing.
I save at least one magazine that I'm in.
Yeah,
and there's plenty, and there's others that kind of like smaller ones, that not necessarily national, but they asked me to send them some stuff, and I did. You know what I mean? I started off. Dude, when I started off, who am I? Nobody knew who I was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And now everyone knows who you are.
I mean, I don't know about that.
We were just talking about some of the people who are in your booth. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know I'm excited to see you every year. I can't wait to get in front of your camera if I ever can. If I'm ever.
What do you mean? I shot you plenty of times while you're tattooing and stuff.
While I'm tattooing.
I haven't shot you in your banana hammock, but.
Yeah, you haven't. You haven't gotten that backstage pass yet. It's okay.
But man, so here's the thing. I got with Carnival maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you know, and a friend of mine recommended me, and you know, I called Joe. Joe didn't know who I was. I was just, you know, some guy, you know, a photographer, right? I say, hey man, I go, you know, one of my friends is doing your show. He told me to check you out. I go, if you're interested, this is what I do. This is what I charge. If you want to have me out, have me out. Up to you. No sweat off my back. You know what I mean? And so he had me out, and we've been, you know, ever since. But now, you know, so I've brought, you know, and I get boosts for the show, and I bring artists that I want to bring. You know, I've brought like Big C,
Big C's was, yeah.
Marshall Bennett,
Yeah.
you know, Ryan Nickens. You
In
know,
or-
Sierra
Sierra
was tattooing next to Big C's, which freaked her out a little bit, but that's all right. You got to learn somewhere, man.
Yeah, that was
You got to
so
throw me in
cool.
with the big dogs, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
her first Carnival show too,
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that was some big nut stuff.
Yeah. And then, so this show I got Rich Siri, who's a long time, you know, tattoo artist, you know, old school traditional style tattooing, just down to earth guy, freaking, you know, no bullshit, old school, respects the past, respects the history. He was one of Lyle Toto's closest friends, so he's in my booth. I got Austin Ruel in my booth. I got Pete Carino. I got
Carino,
Dino.
yeah. And Dino was he wasn't at Springfield?
Yeah, he was at Springfield.
He was at
I bring him
Springfield?
to all.
Was he in your booth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's in my hometown, so his shop is like maybe 10 miles from my house.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
so I
super
got
cool.
Dino. But yeah, you know, I try to help Joe as much as I can. You know, elevate the show if I can. You know, I
Right.
try to bring some people in the door.
Like I said, man, it's I include you in the package as far as Carnival of Ink. I
Yeah.
look forward to
Yeah, I
seeing you
appreciate
every
it,
time.
man.
Yeah. I'm always looking for Joe, Anna, Ernie, Mike,
Right.
and then like the other then the artist.
Right.
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean?
Oh
But
yeah, I
it's-
hear you.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's the people that are in my opinion, the reason we're all here.
Oh, yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I
Heck
mean?
yeah,
It's a core 4.
Right.
And then before that, it's a core 2, and before that, it was someone's idea.
Right.
And we're all under it, and it's
Oh,
great.
yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, Carnival of Ink Mag
Right.
is it's a really good book, but
Thank you.
I'm not just gonna say that. It is my favorite one
Mm-hmm.
to read, and it's honestly the only I'm not talking shit about anything else, tattoo magazine wise.
Right.
I do get a lot of those publications.
Right,
I've been in several of those
Right.
from Tattoo Media Inc. and whatnot.
Right.
But Carnival of Ink, I don't know who's the editor. Is it?
It's me.
It is you.
I'm the editor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So I was hoping that was the answer,
Right.
because I was gonna, suck your
Right.
dick on camera and be like, hey, he does incredibly good.
Yeah.
And it's the best one I like reading.
Well, one of my main goals when we started the magazine is I didn't want the questions for the artists to be like any other magazine.
Yeah.
You know, who did you apprentice under? How long have you been a tattoo artist? You know, don't get me wrong, I do ask some of those questions, but, I wanted to get deeper. I wanted
Yeah.
to get into more personal level. I wanted to find out about family.
Yeah.
I wanted to find out about spouses. I wanted to find out about friends and struggles and anything like that. So I'm trying to keep it. And then at the end of the magazine, I always have fun little questions, like just quirky, dumb,
Right.
question. What's your favorite curse word? And
If you were on a desert island and had to bring one thing, what would
right?
it be?
Yeah. With soft or hard shell tacos, which one?
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I was reading Dawn Bennett.
Uh-huh.
Okay, her interview
With Kendall?
Kendall Board.
Uh-huh.
And that was a really fun. I felt like I was in the room.
Right.
While I was I heard them talking.
Right. It was more like a conversation.
Yes.
The write-ups are I try to do them to write them up like more of a conversation as more as to here, and I'm going to email you this and answer them.
Right.
Because I want some of the questions. Well, I want some of the answers to be off the top.
Off the top, yeah.
You know
which
what
is
I
quick,
mean? So like when I did Dustin, he's in the next issue that's coming out. When I did his interview, I recorded it. I went to his shop and we just had a conversation. I recorded it and I transferred it to paper.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Because I want to throw them off. You know what I mean? And not throw them off in a way where like man, I didn't think you were gonna ask me that.
But
you know
get
what
a
I
genuine
mean?
reaction.
Yeah,
first,
genuine reaction
instead of
first,
like
yeah.
a studied and
Yeah,
this is what
studied.
I want them to write.
Yeah, they're gonna look at the question and be okay. How should I answer this? Okay, I'll answer it this way, but how should I polish it and make it
Right.
nicer? I don't want that shit. You know what I mean? I want it just off the top. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I just interviewed Brianna Balladonna, and that was fun.
Oh,
and,
you
know,
did?
Yeah, yeah. So
Ooh.
she's gonna be in an upcoming issue. You know, when
That's
you know,
awesome. Where'd you do that?
I talked to her on the phone, but I've known Brianna for years.
Okay.
You know, we talked about, because, you know, she does sideshow, right? She does freak show, sideshow, travels all over the world, Germany, fucking, you know what I mean? She's everywhere.
Yeah.
So one of the times I go, hey, you could, because we're at an after party, and she had an adult performance, right?
Okay.
So, dude, she shot fucking, there was a board of balloons, bro. And she stuck a blowgun in her freaking vagina and shot the balloons with the blowgun out of her vagina. Dude, it was fucking awesome. It was the best thing ever, and we were talking about that a little bit.
I've never seen anything like that before
Dude,
in my life.
But it was awesome. You know, we talked about, you know,
She's talented.
yeah, because she's been
Very
on
talented.
she's been on TV shows.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, movies, and I was like, you know, I asked
And
her if she dated a movie, any you know,
Movie
famous
stars,
people.
yeah.
And she said she didn't kiss and tell. I was like, all right, you hoe. You know,
No, I love that.
Yeah.
She's and she's with No Gimmicks, right?
No,
No, she's
you're
not?
thinking Verona. Brianna Belladonna was on the TV show Freak Show.
Yes, yes,
But
sorry.
she travels throughout Europe and Germany and
Gotcha.
shit like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's cool people, man. Down to earth. I have a picture of her. I did a photo shoot of her, and I have a picture of her where she's, you know, she's posing with the sword in her mouth. You know, that was awesome. So that was one of my favorite pictures that I have.
That
I took,
and
yeah.
where was that? What show was that?
I was at the Texas Showdown in El Paso
This
like a few
year?
years ago. No,
Okay.
it was a few years ago. Yeah, yeah, man. So, cause some of the shows like where I've shot people, you know, cause I've shot some pretty fucking cool people. You know, I've shot some celebrities and
Yeah.
shot some concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I got high with Tone Loc, which was awesome. He was funny. He was like,
You got the best tequila I've ever had.
I always
So
have
I mean,
good
that's
tequila.
yeah. So it is no shock that you are around celebrities all the time because like attracts like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all the time, but yeah, you know, I've had my fair share.
Yeah.
You know,
$50 cigars.
I've shot and worked with like Robert Lasardo and you know, Ice Cube, Limp Bizkit, Yellow Wolf, Wu-Tang.
Did you see
Deftones.
Mr. Cartoon is blowing up? He's on a
Oh,
Modelo.
he's always blown up.
He's on
yeah,
a
Modelo
Modelo
commercial.
commercial.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's cool.
Dude, the tattoo industry is like getting so much more mainstream.
Credit,
Yeah,
than what it used to be.
Yeah, we're actually like
Yeah.
influencers to other markets now,
Yeah.
which is super cool.
Yeah.
But you know, I gotta think. I'm not. You know, a lot of people don't like. I'll name drop right now. A lot of people don't like Kat Von D,
Right.
but she did a lot of great for the industry as far as like showing opportunity that
Right.
can be taken
Right.
or carving out a niche for yourself.
Yeah.
It is okay to,
Right.
to start a makeup line. It's okay to start a t-shirt company. It's okay to
Yeah.
start a magazine publication and be a tattoo artist.
It's okay to start an ink cap company.
It's okay to start a
your own
podcast.
inks. Yes. you know, your own tattoo aftercare.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it, man. You know, and the thing is everybody, you know, not everybody likes me. You know what I mean? I'm not for everybody. Maybe she's not for everybody. But
Yeah.
the thing is she did it and she opened the door to many people. She probably opened the door to many women. Because although there were some
Exactly.
badass women tattooing when she got on the scene, you know what I mean?
They
But
didn't have credit.
they
like
didn't have credit like
yeah.
they did. But now, if you look at the show here, how many freaking... You got Jamie Carino. You got Kendall Borg. You got Allie Johnson. You got Rowan. You know, what those Sierra's name in there right now?
Yeah,
you got Sierra's here.
we got Sierra Chambers
look
here.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you. And this is no bullshit. I'm not saying that because she's in your booth and she's right here. But, like, I thrive on finding artists that nobody knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like trying to put them out there, trying to give them out there. And I talk shit all the time, but Liz will tell you the story, okay? So I fucking discovered Liz Cook, and she'll tell you.
You did.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I discovered Liz Cook, dude. So we're at a tattoo convention. It was the Texas Roundup. It was Tramp Show. You know,
Yeah.
it was when he was doing the Roundup and Motor City,
And Motor
right?
City.
So we're at Roundup, right? And at that time of the year, everybody was all, God damn it. The long-haired Timothy, not Timothy Bohr. Anyway, there was another tattoo.
Timmy B.
Timmy B.
Timmy B.
Okay, it was the Timmy B era.
Okay.
Right, Timmy B was freaking winning every freaking best of day, right?
He's
so it was like Liz Cook was tattooing, and I looked, and I was like, that's a freaking cool tattoo, and it was a freaking bowl of rice with chopsticks. And later on, she told me, she was like, I hated that tattoo. I go, yeah, but I loved it, And I met her. I said, hey, what's your name? She was like, Liz. I said, I'm Ernie. Nice to meet you. Whatever. I dig your work. So every tattoo that she did at that show, I took pictures of. And then I even put her in my studio, and I took pictures of. And every tattoo that I took a picture of and picture of her in the studio came out in the magazine.
That is awesome.
And then her and I became friends, right? And I was telling everybody, like, dude, check out this girl. She's a badass. And everybody's like, who? Like, well, I fucking know her. And they're like, dude, Timmy B's here. I go, I know Timmy B's here, bro, but you got to check out this girl, right? So the following year,
I was this like 14 or 15? 13, 14,
around
15?
there, yeah. So, and then the following year, I didn't get to go. I was in Indiana for a show. Dude, and my phone's blowing up. They go, Ernie, man, you got to check out this girl, Liz Cook. I go, fool, I was telling you about her last year. So I published Liz, her first show, and then I had a spread of her in Pain magazine. I got her a spread in Pain magazine.
That's awesome.
And then, ever since then, we've been friends, and then I got her into Motor City. And now,
which is where I saw her, actually.
And then now it's just,
yeah.
well, fuck, now
and now she's got her own line of ink, right?
Yeah.
Or not her, well,
there's
she's
her
got
own permanent makeup line.
Yeah, she does,
line.
yeah.
And now everybody's like, oh, shit, Liz Cook, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I still remember the video of her where she was, like, she does such good tattoos, period, like the flowers. But I remember she was doing her lip fill in the mirror. And this was a couple of years ago, and it was just a really cool video of an elegant woman who was doing her professional job on herself. It was great.
Right.
And thanks for discovering her.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And C's, I discovered C's too.
Before Ink Master.
Yeah, before Ink Master.
Before Ink Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Big C's brother, by the way.
Well, I mean, he's like my brother. We're not blood, man, but we're brothers.
That's how I met him.
Yeah.
This is Ernie's brother, Big C's.
So all that we went off that all about Sierra. Okay. So when I met you for the first time, I mean, you're already an amazing artist on your own, right?
Thanks, buddy.
And so I mean, I don't, and then when I saw Sierra, I was like, man, she does some badass work.
She does.
And then nobody knows who she is. I'm like, no, fuck that. This is the next one.
And now,
this is my next discovery.
Yeah.
She don't return my calls. She don't return my texts.
Dude,
she don't return my messages.
I'll tell you.
And then I put her in a booth with Big C's and Marshall Bennett, and then she still don't answer me.
Hey, no, it's okay. I called her this morning. I called her this morning, and I was like gonna say hey, and she just didn't answer.
Yeah, I know.
She didn't answer.
Like,
and then
she got too big. She got too big right away, bro. I gave her too much clout.
It's okay.
I'm gonna have to put her back in her place.
No, she is too big, and I just gotta say I'm thankful that she's.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's here in our booth. She's in our Crafted Fate booth.
Yeah. Now it's like, oh, there's Sierra, and who's that with
Sierra? Will you acknowledge me?
Yeah. They're like, who's that with Sierra?
Acknowledge me.
You're like, who's that with Sierra? I'm like, I don't know, man. Some guy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, do you remember last night leaving and going to the sleeping in the truck? Well, we all have to. But someone had a tab, and they were sleeping it off.
I didn't mean to fall asleep.
But so remember, last year is when I first met her, right? So I was like, oh, this fucking chick's cool, right? She's down to earth. I'm gonna fucking blow her up. And they're like, you want to do a photo shoot? And she's like, oh.
She was really nervous about that.
She was really nervous about the photo shoot.
Dude, for like 3 days, the whole ride up, I remember when she would come out of her little shell.
Right.
And when I mean little, she literally gets in she grounds herself really low, and then she, if she said anything, it'd be like, yo, dude, I don't know about this photo shoot. Like, what? How am I getting this? How did I get this opportunity? I was like, bro, it's cool being cool. You're beautiful. You're talented. You treat people well.
Right. Hey, you know it, and that's a plus because it's not always about talent, right? You can be the most talented motherfucker in here. But if you're a dick or you're some type of bitch,
then you don't tattoo here, not at Carnival of Ink.
Yeah, I'm not gonna promote you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be, but she's cool. She's down to earth. She's young. She's hip. She's kind of.
She's very hip. I don't know
what the kids are. Yeah.
She's so ahead of it.
Dude, no one could pull off the throwback look like she can.
It's so in style.
Yeah.
It's Vogue,
I know,
dude.
right?
It's out of
I
style
think
for
she's
like what
bringing out.
I'm thinking.
Right.
Like, but it comes in when I'm
Us
behind the times.
Yeah. Us old fuckers don't know nothing. She's you know what I mean? But she's only gonna get better.
Yeah,
she's only gonna get better. Yeah. I mean, and then if she answers my calls and everything, she'll give me even more.
Yeah, she'll get that pub.
Play
that pub game.
I don't know. Maybe I should take her with me to Motor City.
Shit. When is that? Is that?
That's in March. Motor City's in March. Dude, those are
I did the summer Motor City.
Yeah.
And I actually got an award there.
Did you? Nice.
I did, dude. I got best cover-up.
Look, I'm telling you, it's nice to win awards.
It really is.
It's nice to win awards.
Especially,
but when you win an award at fucking Motor
freaking City,
that's
dude.
Like the creme de la creme, so to speak.
And Marshall Bennett was one of the judges.
Yeah.
And it was what's her name?
Gina.
Gina from Eternal.
Yeah.
She was one of the judges.
Yeah.
And
probably Stelios or Ron Russo or somebody like that, or
Jess Yen.
Oh,
it was Jess Yen. It was that Yen, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And he actually invited me to do a guest spot.
Nice.
We went to dinner at Fishbone there in Detroit. Yeah. And it was him, Kyle Dunbar, Marshall Bennett.
Right.
Bob Tyrell was there.
Yeah.
I never met him before.
Oh, he's cool as shit.
He's really cool.
Yeah, I think when I first started, I grew up in Hollywood, and my uncle works in the industry, so I would go with him to do TV shows, commercials, music videos, and stuff like that. So I remember, my cousin's an actor. I grew up around celebrities and stuff like that.
So you don't get starstruck like I do about these.
So when I went to the first tattoo convention, everybody's all like, "Hey, this is Marshall Bennett." Like, "Hey, Mark, how are you?" "This is Bob Terrell." "Oh, hey, Bob, how are you?" Tony. And like, okay. I didn't know them, but I think what it was is I didn't fanboy on them. Is how I became close friends with them.
Gotcha.
Right? And it wasn't until I saw like Bob like a couple years later in Motor City, right? No, in St. Louis Expo, and he comes running in.
Was he tattooing?
Yeah, he was tattooing.
Okay.
And when Bob walks in, everybody wants to buy him a freaking drink, right? Jack Daniels, right? So Bob comes walking in, and dude, I'm over here trying to get a drink, man. I'm like, what the hell? Bob walks in, I can't get a drink, and so Bob comes up and goes, "Hey, Ernie, what's going on?" And, "Hey, Bob, doing all right, man." And he's like, "Fuck you, man, he remembered me, man, he remembered me." After that, I fanboyed.
Yeah, because you knew how cool you were, because he remembered.
He goes, "You ain't drinking?" I go, "I'm trying to, man. I can't get a damn drink." He goes, "What?" He goes, "Hey, hold on. Hey, get Ernie a drink." And so then I get drinks.
Oh, yeah. the little plastic boys? The shooters?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So then...
the tattoo conventions, guys. Right. It's really about tattooing, always.
Yeah, always, yeah. But man, I enjoy, all of them, bro. I've been lucky enough to hang out. I've been tattooed by Bob Terrell. I've been tattooed by Marshall Bennett, Big C's, A.B. Alvarez.
What'd you get by Marshall Bennett?
He did my first rose because I got a rose collection.
Really? Yeah, I see a lot of tattoos. I see like 3 roses on you right here.
Yeah. So the way it started was I talked to Marshall Bennett, right? And I was all like, I said, "Man, you're known for black and gray portraits. You're like one of the lead, the icon in the industry." I go, "When have you ever done a simple rose?" He goes, "Man, it's been a long time. Let's do one." I said, "All right." So that's how my rose collection started.
And you just got that.
I got like
rose.
33 from like 29 different artists, and I never picked a rose.
Really?
I just say, here's a spot, and they do their own style.
That's
so I
good.
got black and gray, I got neo-traditional, I got traditional, I got realism.
Liz Cook ever tattoo you?
Yeah, I got Liz Cook on me.
You do?
Yeah.
It's
on my thigh.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
I'm peanut butter and jealous right
like,
now, by the way.
21 irons. Yeah, I went to your shop, yeah. And so I gave her free reign. I said, "You can have, it's a big thigh piece."
Yeah.
I said, "You can have this right here and whatever you want to do." I go, "But I don't want to see it until the day of the tattoo." And so she came up with it, and I looked at it, I said, "That's you."
That's the hardest thing ever, though. I love that.
Yeah, but you know what? But the thing is, it allows the artist to be creative. I want your creativity. I don't know shit about tattooing. You know, all I know is I like tattoos. I like your art. So put something on me.
Right.
I'll give you an idea, but you spin it how you want. You do, because okay, listen, people. If you want a tattoo, don't go in with the image or a picture saying, I want exactly this. You go in and this is what I'm looking for. And you let that tattoo artist do it in their style on your body, because they're going to do it the best way it's going to fit you and last the longest and look good.
100%. You pick the artist, the artist picks the art.
Right, the artist picks the art. If you could pick the art, you wouldn't.
You would be the artist.
You'd be the artist.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not. You know.
Yeah.
But you know.
All right, I'll tell you. If you tattooed, right? Ever? You did.
So okay,
I know you did.
No,
well,
I've done stick people on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You held a tattoo machine.
I've had a tattoo machine.
And is it easy or is it hard? Is what people do here at this kind of show? Is it in any way easy?
Man. No, it's not easy.
It's not
It
easy.
takes talent. You know what I mean? And the thing is like, you're gonna get blown away right now because nobody knows, and a handful of people know. But when I was younger, I used to do a lot of animation.
Did you?
I was friggin'. That's what I wanted to be, an animator. I wanted to work at Disney or whatever, right? And I want to do animation. And I actually finished. I could have graduated my junior year, but I didn't want it. I wanted to go my senior. But I interned at Hanna-Barbera for a little bit. Yeah. So,
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and so I was doing animation for a little bit.
How?
And then but I got accepted into police academy because I was like divided.
You were a police officer? You were a peace officer? You worked for the tribe?
No, I never made it.
Oh.
So here's what happened. So I was divided, right? I wanted to be a animator, but I have a lot of family on my dad's side who are like firemen, officers, and stuff like that.
Public servants.
Yeah, I also wanted to be a cop. Well, then I got accepted in an academy, and I was like, cool. I was on my way, and then we were visiting an aunt in Thousand Oaks, and she had a pool, and my uncle picked me up. We were playing around. He body slammed me, and I went ear first, and I broke my ear. I broke my eardrum. I was bleeding and everything, bro, and I lost my hearing. And so in LA County, you pretty much have to have perfect hearing to be a cop. So that's what kind of ended my.
Is it still damaged? Like it's still?
Yeah, I can't hear from my left ear very well. I can hear like whispers, and like even if I wear a hearing aid, it just kind of picks it up just a little bit.
So you had like it's damaged as fudge.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Wow.
I can't get water in my ear or nothing. Like if I go swimming or something like that, I got to wear like a plug or something, you know.
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
that's terrifying.
Like it hurt like
like a little chip they put in your brain. Like you just think, and it.
I just think, that would be cool.
Or it takes what people's thoughts are, and you just hear it.
Like mind reading.
Yeah, telepathy. Well,
yeah.
Ernie, you're a gentleman. You're a scholar. You're beautiful. You're powerful. You're talented, and I'm so thankful you got to be on the show.
I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time.
Right,
we'll be spending a lot of time off camera together.
Amen to that.
Off camera.
Tequila shots.
Tequila
shots, and we'll pick on Sierra some more.
Sangre por sangre. Vatos locos por vidas.
Forever.
I don't want his pork chop. I want his life. That was fun, dude.
My wife calling me during the interview.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's probably at break, her lunch or something. Shit. Man.
Dude, that was a good one.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you.